It's early morning again. And a warm welcome to one and all. If this is your first time here, I'm the Scruffy Trader, and I'm trying to put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, do find me on Twitter for updates. Smash that little subscribe button, crack the like, all that good stuff, and we'll bash on. So what are we doing? Well, this is a series of videos based on building up a small account. And the idea is to do it before you go to work. So one of the rules is between 6 AM and 8 AM. It's currently just after 6. Just switch the screens on. And I'm going to have a start having a little look at cable and euro dollars. See which one sort of floats my boat. And hopefully grab 10 pips. Or I might do it in 2 trades, like 5 and a 5. But roughly 10 pips before I go to work. That's the general gist of it. So let's fire this over and have a little look. So I've been building this up on a journal, which is this. I do implore that you keep journals, by the way, guys. Journals will help you, well, basically see where you're going. If you're doing it blind, you'll find you probably only remember the wins and you forget the losses. It's the losses that's important, because those are paid lessons in not what to do. But by human nature, we kind of push them to one side, forget about them a little bit, and we focus too much on the wins. Now, if you can take off the bottom side of what goes wrong, you'll find your profitability moves up. This is just basic stuff, because you can't win all the time, but you can reduce your losses. That's what a journal does for you. Now, at the minute, I'm building a foundation. I have to be very careful with the account. So I know it doesn't look like it's lighting the world on fire, but what you got to remember is I'm working with pennies. We start with 350. And I'm just grinding the account up, because if one trade goes against me really badly, it'll damage this hugely. So that's what I'm focusing on. Okay, so of the way I've been working it, there's 11 positions taken, 100% hit rate, but it has grown by 11% just working away. There isn't a bank in the land that'll give you that based on your money. Because if you're in this thinking you're going to flip 200 into $1 million, you're in la la land. You really are. It's not that simple, guys. I'm not saying it can't be done through time, because it can, but it's not going to be done immediately. You've got to build it up. All right. And that's what this whole series is about. Now, I did it before. I did it with the DAX. And I build up, and then you see me have jollies in hotels and one thing and another. That's what paid for. That's what I'm going to do with this. I'm just building it up. I'm looking to double the account, and then I'm going to have a jolly with it, because this is aside from my wages. And if you watch what's been going on, you'll see my wages pays my salary. The 5% as prop fund is in addition to that salary, paying me a bonus. And yesterday it bought me this. Yes, Scruffy's a happy boy, because if you've been following me, you know I've had a Range Rover on my screens for a very long time, because they're my favourite car. I've never owned one, and it's paid for me to have a nice little toy. So trading can do a lot for you, and the thing with that is it mightn't be brand new and it mightn't be the best one in the world, but it's mine and it's paid for. I owe nobody nothing. Everything's debt free. So let's see if we can add to this pot and ensure everything I do is debt free. So where are we at? Well, let's So 23rd today. We're at 391.14. My risk, if you see the other videos, you'll know why it's at that level. I'm not going to go into it too much this morning, but basically I look at stops and profits completely separate, and it's not part of the trade. It is just the point of no return where I am wrong, and it is a guide. Okay, so that's what that's for. My bid size, I didn't break 10 pips yesterday, so it stays the same at 62. So that's kind of made up. And let's have a look, see what the charts have to say. Well, not a lot, to be honest. So if we're looking at this, I push this back out to here. Now you can see there's been a stonking drive up. It's pushed, but it seems to have run out of steam a little bit and is coming back. Now there is some roadblocks in the way, and have to have a little look at these. So what I want to see ideally is either a break under here or it move up slightly. If I am going to trade it and it goes down into there, I'm going to have to say that's 79. I'd have to do it in 2 bits because that could easily hold this price back. And if we look at the euro, again, it is pushed down and it is now, well, this one's going the other way. It looks like it's pushing up. Let's have just a quick look here a second, guys. Yeah, that looks like it's moving up over. So, let's check this. Just check to be on the safe side. Let's have a look. It's moving up. Okay. Euro dollar looks like it's moving up. So there's plenty of room that way. So that's a good sign. Is it ready? No, not quite. Not quite. Okay. So with this one, I would be looking to go up over. And if I'm going with this one, I'd be looking for this one to come down slightly. Yes. So I would be long the euro and I'd be short the pound today. Now today is budget day for the pound. So again, I've got to be a little bit careful because there's going to be a lot of news and a lot of speculation this morning. So I definitely want to be in and out pretty quick. So what I'll do is I'll leave the camera running and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Okay, guys, I'm stopped out. Why didn't I move the targets or anything like that? Well, it's 20 past 8 and I'm having to simulate that you are at work. So I'm working level to level based on logical points, shall we say. So as we can see, originally with this, I decided that cable was the better of the two and short was my play. Even though this could well move to the upper side throughout the day. What you often find with the markets early morning is they'll go one way before they go the other. And because I'm just looking to be in and out, I'm looking for the here and now direction. Okay. And that's what Morningstar does. It kind of shows you what's happening now. Now, when I'm working out on my normal trades, I'm looking at the bigger picture and I'm trying to align myself with that as well. But time is a factor here. So what are we looking at? Well, we came down. As I said, I wanted it to burst through that and get here. And the overall target was here. Well, it's come down, it's stopped, and as it's pushed back up, it has revisited it. And then the next stop is down here somewhere, or a turning point in and around this area. So I'm quite happy with how today has played out. It's gone to plan. It's doing pretty much what I thought it might. 230. Looking at the market structure from higher above, the next point is probably about there. If I was watching this through the day, it would stop there. If it gets through, it'll come a little bit further down. Anyway, story for another day. What has it done for us? We've done okay. And I know the pennies, and you can look at it and go, you're not making much. It's 10p. So that is actually a 38 pip move. That is really good. I am quite pleased with that. Okay. So let me just put this together so that we can drop it on the sheet and open this up. Now, it was based on 2 entries, and both of those entries were kind of split. Okay, so where we're at. So the first one was £4 and 7p. So that's 407. That one could have been better. And the second one was better. Same bid size. But again, I broke it. Took so much off and left so much to run. But it was better because it was 384 plus 317, giving me 11.3. So I'm quite happy with that. That means on the next time I do this, I can move up. And what we're seeing is the account growing. I'll fill this in later. But basically, it was just a momentum push. We have now got into the 400 bracket. In other words, we're starting to build momentum. And that's what this is, the whole process of this is about. It's about starting to build momentum. And there's the argument of, oh, you're cutting it early, you're scaling off all of this. I agree with you, but I'm also doing account protection. Early morning is one of the most volatile times of the market, and the account is small. Now, we've just seen that move around 38, 40 pips in the direction I wanted. What if it went 38, 40 pips in the other direction and I hadn't scaled out? Then you're sitting in a lot of heat. And I am prepared to do it if I know what my overall plan is. But I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can. And at the moment, I'm trying just to build up a decent buffer zone so that if it does go
20 or 25 pounds against me, it isn't going to hurt the account that much. That's what I'm trying to achieve. So my whole thought process at this moment in time is account preservation. That is it. You know, I'm not overly worried about the big hits. I'm not worried about the money either. And I never am. Even when I'm working my wage, I'm never worried about the money. I'm worried about the process. Where do I get in? How do I get this to be a positive expectancy as quick as possible? And that is it. Because the market is better than me. It will always, always outperform me. So what I have to do is kind of stay under the radar. Get in, get little bits, get out. And trust me, you know, the crumbs the big boys leave behind is enough to feed me. And that's all I'm looking for, guys. That's all I'm looking for. And a coffee, of course. Because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. So that's it. Star done today. Do it again tomorrow. So as always, guys, trade well. Keep your risk managed. But above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all in the next one.